Dear students, welcome all of you. Today you are going to learn about the 5th and the 6th lessons of the unit fractions. Our 5th lesson, addition and subtraction of fractions. Addition of fractions having the same denominator. Let's see how to add fractions having the same denominator. Suppose that a cake was brought home and mother divided it into 8 equal parts. The sister had 2 parts of the cake and the brother had 3 parts of the cake at the tea time. Then the fraction had by the sister is 2/8 and the fraction had by the brother is 3/8. Can you tell me the total amount had by both of them? For that, you have to get the sum of these two fractions. We can represent it using a cake diagram. In this cake diagram, you can see that 5 parts are shaded out of 8 equal parts. That is, the sum of these two fractions, 2/8 and 3/8. That is 5/8. So you can write 2/8 plus 3/8 equals 5/8. Observe the denominator in the answer and the denominators in the given fractions. You can see that they are same. That is 8. In this manner, when two fractions having the same denominator are added, the denominator answer is same as the denominators of the given fractions. And the numerator is the sum of the numerators of the given fractions. Let's see some examples of addition of fractions having the same denominator. First example, 2/7 plus 3/7. You can see that in these two fractions, their denominators are equal. So you can add their numerators. 2 plus 3, that is 5. So the answer is 5/7. In grade 5 also, you have learned this. Now look at the second example. 7/10 plus 3/10. In these two fractions also, their denominators are equal. So you can add their numerators. 7 plus 3, that is 10. So 10 over 10, if not 10/10. You can simplify this further. When 10 is divided by 10, you know that the answer is 1. Now let's see how to subtract fractions having the same denominator. Subtraction of fractions having the same denominator. Suppose that a boy called Saman received a 5/8 of a cake from his friend. He brought it home and gave 3 parts to his mother. They can be represented using cake diagram. The fraction had by Saman is 5/8 and the fraction had by the mother is 3/8. We want to find the part remaining with Saman. It can be represented in a cake diagram. You can see that the fraction represented by this cake diagram is 2/8. That is the fraction remaining with Saman. So, you can write 5/8 minus 3/8 equals 2/8. Now observe this carefully. The denominator in the answer and the denominators in the given fractions are equal. Hence, when two fractions having the same denominator are subtracted, the denominator of the answer is same as the denominators of the given fractions. And the numerator of the answer is the value that is obtained by subtracting the numerator of the second fraction from the numerator of the first fraction. Let's see some examples of subtracting fractions having the same denominator. The first example, 7/11 minus 3/11. You are given the fraction 3/11 to subtract from the fraction 7/11. In these two fractions, their denominators are equal. So you can subtract their numerators. 7 minus 3, that is 4. So the answer is 4/11. Now look at the second example. 4/5 minus 1/5. You have to subtract the fraction 1/5 from the fraction 4/5. In these two fractions also, their denominators are same. So you can subtract their numerators. 4 minus 1, that is 3. So the answer is 3/5. Now you are going to learn how to add fractions having unequal denominators. More on addition of fractions. Look at the first example. 1/2 plus 1/4. Consider their denominators. You can see that they are unequal. So, you cannot add the fractions. First, make the denominators equal by writing an equivalent fraction for 1/2 and thereafter the addition is carried out. So, let's write an equivalent fraction for 1/2. For that, you have to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 2. 1 into 2, 2. 2 into 2, 4. The second fraction is written as it is, that is 1/4. Now you can see that their denominators are equal. So you can add their numerators. 2 plus 1, that is 3. The answer is 3/4. Now look at the second example. 4/15 plus 2/3. Are the denominators equal? No. Hence, you have to make the denominators equal. For that, you have to write an equivalent fraction for the fraction 2/3. Multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 5. Then 2 into 5, 10. 3 into 5, 15. Now you can see that in these two fractions, their denominators are equal. Then add their numerators. 4 plus 10, that is 14. So the answer is 14/15. If not, 14/15. Now you are going to learn how to subtract fractions having unequal denominators. It's like addition of fractions having unequal denominators. More on subtraction of fractions. Consider the first example. 5/8 minus 1/4. Are the denominators equal in these two fractions? No. So you have to make them equal. For that, let's write an equivalent fraction for 1/4. Multiply both the numerator and the denominator of the fraction 1/4 by 2. 1 into 2, 2. 4 into 2, 8. Now the denominators are equal. So you can subtract the numerators. 5 minus 2, that is 3. So the answer is 3/8. Let's see another example. 2/3 minus 5/12. In these two fractions also, their denominators are unequal. So you have to make them equal. You have to write an equivalent fraction for the fraction 2/3. For that, multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 4. 2 into 4, 8. 3 into 4, 12. Now you can see that their denominators are equal. So you can subtract their numerators. 8 minus 5, that is 3. So the answer is 3/12. But here you can see that 3/12 can be simplified further. Both the numerator and the denominator is divided by 3. 3 divided by 3, 1. 12 divided by 3, 4. That is 1/4. Here we have written an equivalent fraction for 3/12. Now I think you have understood how to add and subtract fractions having the same denominators as well as having unequal denominators. Now you are given homework. Write answers for the exercise 9.5 and 9.6 in the textbook. Now let's move to the 6th lesson. That is our last lesson of the unit fractions. A fraction of a homogeneous collection. We already know to express parts of a whole unit as fractions. Now let's learn to express a part of a collection as a fraction. Look at the first example. In this bag, there are 3 red marbles and 4 blue marbles. This is a collection of 7 marbles. The amount of red marbles can be expressed as a fraction as 3/7. The amount of blue marbles can be expressed as a fraction as 4/7. Now let's see another example. From a collection of 5 flowers, 2 flowers are removed. Then the amount of flowers remaining is 3. So it can be written as a fraction as 3/5. Now you are given a homework. Do the activity 2 in the textbook. I will be back in the next video lesson. Don't forget to subscribe us. Thank you.